Hey guys, so this is another movie I'm a little late to talking about. I finally saw Talk to Me. This film was one of the more refreshing horror movies I've seen in quite a while. And it's still not flawless. There's still a couple things that leaves to be desired. A couple things I feel like it maybe could have handled a little bit better. But this movie was so much fun and tension filled, and I don't know, it was just refreshing to see something that kind of plays with the concept and an idea that we're familiar with, but then adds like a whole other spin to it. I really enjoyed this. And oddly enough, something I didn't know until maybe a couple days before I finally checked it out. And I think it was like when I was watching a Corridor Crew video when they were talking, they had RackaRacka on there. And then it got to the point where they're like, all right, now let's talk about your work on Talk to Me. I was like, wait a minute, hold on, no, what? One, I paused the video because I haven't seen it. And then two, I didn't realize that they were the directors. And Danny Philippou actually wrote it along with Bill Hinzman. And the two brothers themselves of RackaRacka, if you're not familiar with their YouTube channel at all, if you've been here for a long time, like they did a lot of stunt work and dress up cosplay fights and stuff. They're like a kind of a mix and match of like a director, filmmaker slash stuntman slash VFX team that's been on YouTube for a long time. But yeah, they made a horror movie with A24. That blew my mind to find that out before going into this, because this movie is well directed. It is really well written. It's definitely got a base lore that they've come up with for this concept. I don't know how much to talk about this as far as like what the story is about, because I feel like it is. I would put this in the verge of like spirit possession, like a party flavor kind of vibe to it. It's just a really interesting movie, man. The performances across the board are really good. And while there are some elements that are mildly predictable here and there are quite a few things that definitely threw me off, that a couple things I could not have prepared for. And then the ending itself is definitely not at all where I thought we were going to land. They've created something really interesting here that I really want to look into more, because it leaves you with a lot of questions by the end of the film. And not that you need any of the answers to enjoy the ride, because that's a lot of the fun, is the mystery of what is happening, what is causing this. The story of the movie centers around a group of friends that go to a party. And at this party, someone brings this hand. Where does it come from? Where'd it go? I don't know. We don't really know much about its origins. We get a little bit of a taste, but I feel like that's something they may dive into later. They've talked about maybe crafting like a prequel or a sequel to this as well, or both. Even if we didn't get any of that, it's a really interesting idea. Anyway, there's a party game, much like with Ouija boards and all that stuff, where you summon spirits to move the thing around or do whatever. There's this hand that comes in and you grab it, you shake its hand, you hold it, you say, talk to me. It summons spirits to interact with those that are partaking. I won't say anything more than that. The trailers at least talk about that much. And it's wildly entertaining. It's trippy. It's wild. Again, the editing and the direction, I think, is what makes this movie really shine. There's a lot of interesting little sequences and montages and editing that just kind of keeps the energy and the momentum of the film just kind of rolling. But guys, have you seen this movie? If you have, let me know what you guys thought. I would love to hear from you all. So sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. If you enjoyed this review, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already. And before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Manny, Sharon, Ryan, Karen, Yori, Coruscant, Margaret Grace, Belito, Robert Gagliano, Jeffrey Hill, M. Sephiroth, Jake and Trell, and Eric Official. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. That's it for this video, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.